Hey everyone! So today we're going to do something a little different. We're going to take a word you probably say every single day, and we're going to crack it open to see the entire universe of meaning that's packed inside. I mean, really think about that. How much heavy lifting can one single simple word actually do? We tend to think of them as, just simple. But what if one of them is secretly a kind of master key? One that can unlock dozens of different ideas and actions all by itself? Okay, let's dive right into this. The word we're putting under the microscope today is water. Yeah, I know, it seems about as basic as it gets, right? Well, let's find out just how deep these waters really run. All right, so first up, let's look at water when it's being a noun, when it's a thing. This is probably the version of the word you think of first, but trust me, it has way more identities than you'd expect. This is the one we all learned in science class, right? Water is H2O. It's that clear stuff that keeps everything alive. And in this sense, it's what we call uncountable. You wouldn't say, I'm drinking 2 waters. You just say you're drinking some water. It's a substance, a mass. Simple enough? Or is it? See, right when you think you've got it all figured out and pinned down, the word, well, it starts to change its own rules. That uncountable thing we were just talking about? Yeah, it's about to get counted. And boom, just like that, the rule is totally broken. We all know what this means. You're ordering 2 specific servings, 2 bottles, or 2 glasses. The word just effortlessly adapted from being this general substance to a very specific item. It's an amazing little example of just how flexible our language can be. But, its identity crisis goes so much deeper. I mean, think about it. Historically, it was one of the 4 classical elements in alchemy right up there with earth, air, and fire. In a more informal biological sense, it can be a polite way to say urine. And then in a completely different, life-changing medical context, it's the amniotic fluid, like when we say a woman's water broke. It's the exact same word, but the meanings are just worlds apart. So what happens when we stop looking at water as a thing and start looking at it as an action? Let's check out how it behaves when it's a verb. As a verb, it's pretty well behaved. It follows all the usual rules. To water, she waters, he watered, we are watering. So it's not just this static thing sitting there, it's something you can actively do. And the actions it describes are fascinatingly different. On the one hand, you can give water to something, right? You water the plants, you water the horses, it's a deliberate act. But on the other hand, it can describe a completely involuntary reaction, like your eyes watering when you chop an onion. Your body is just producing water. 2 totally different types of action, all packed into one simple word. Okay, let's recap. We've got a noun that can be a substance, an item, a classical element, and a bodily fluid. We've got a verb that can mean both giving something and producing something. So what is the secret? What's going on behind the scenes that gives this one little word so much power? Seriously, why this word? Out of all the words out there, why does water get to be so many different things at once? Well, the answer, it turns out, is hidden in a very specific and actually very exclusive list. And there it is. This is the key that unlocks the whole thing. The word water is officially on the Basic English 850 list. Now, that might not sound like much at first, but this little fact explains everything we've just seen. 850. Think about that for a second. Out of the hundreds of thousands of words in the entire English language, only 850 of them made the cut for this super foundational list. That's an incredibly small number. So what is Basic English? It was this amazing project designed to create a simplified version of the language, mainly for international use. The whole goal was to pick a small, core group of words that were powerful enough to express almost any idea. To get on this list, a word had to be an absolute powerhouse of meaning. And this brings us right to the heart of it. The real power of the word water isn't just that it has a bunch of definitions, it's what those definitions represent. The incredible efficiency and power of a simple, essential vocabulary. So here's the crucial point. Water earned its spot on that list because it does the work of like a dozen other words. First, it's essential for life, so it's universally understood. Its ability to be both a noun and a verb gives it this incredible grammatical flexibility. And as we've seen, its huge range of meanings lets you express so much without ever needing a bigger vocabulary. And really, that's the ultimate takeaway here. The story of water is a perfect example of how the most foundational words are often the most powerful ones. They are the essential building blocks that let us construct really complex thoughts with beautiful simplicity. So I'll just leave you with this question to chew on.
What's a really big, complex idea that you could try to explain using only the simplest, most essential words you can think of? The answer might be way more powerful than you imagine.